Why, hello there, fellow explorers. Rhadamant here. Thank you for tuning in to Windrose. Episode 7, Finding Traces of Lost Buccaneers. It looks like next we are going to do some island exploration. Got it. I am going to fast travel, not back home, but instead to this island here. Alright, I actually didn't hand over my insignia. That was the next thing I was going to ask you about, is who to gain rep with. Smugglers. So brethren, smugglers, buccaneers. Maybe I'll pull on this later. Ultimately, I don't have enough insignia to even like make much of a difference. So I'll wait to pull on it later, when I'm ready to like actually hand in stuff for a bigger bonus. All right. So let's check out this island here. Should be easy. I might even be able to swim there. In this case, I'm just going to recall the boat, not the whole twitchy clipper, because like I don't need a full boat to get over there. So first point of interest, let's go here. I am also going to be on the lookout for like boar, so here's boar. Perfect. Because it's going to come in handy having all the leather when I finally have good clothing patterns. Oh, geez. There's a lot more. Missed me. Whoa. Okay, you didn't miss me. You hit me. That's fair. I was being boorish. Alright, we found a copper mine. I'll probably hit that up eventually, but like that's my least interested one for now because I know what's in there. It's gonna be copper. There might be other things as well. There might be treasure and stuff. But let's hit up the surface ones first. Okay. These are big boar. These are big boys. This might not go so well. Ouch. So up until now, I've against like normal boar. These boar. Oh, I ran into another boar camp. Ah! Ah! Okay, hold up. Power the musket. No, you don't. Whoa, no, you don't. Whoa! It's a me, a Mario. Whoa! These guys are charging me hard. Got you. Where's the charging one going? Don't leave me, bruh. Underlay. I won. That was a little sketchy because I accidentally backpedaled into more boar. Well, yeah, that big one dropped a lot of stuff because it was a boss, for lack of a better term. When in doubt, run, because it works. That's actually something, I wouldn't say it's unique about this game, but like enemies get disinterested quickly. So if you get overwhelmed, just bolt. It won't take very long until you're well enough away. So here, I was saying this before, there was a lot of interaction spots in points of interest like this, where this would force me into a dialogue, but it doesn't pause the enemies from mauling me to death. So be really careful interacting with anything shiny until the threat around you is cleared. Because those charging boar would have killed me in less than a second if I like looked at this thing. So, but the wall on the boar's head stuffed with toe and riddled with bullet holes. Looks like they were using for target practice. Oh, there's an enemy up top. A tanning rack, one hide still hanging, never collected. Looks like the Buccaneers, wild boar hunters, used to dress hides here. Old wooden crates are piled up in a heap, and soon will turn to dust. Might have held hunting supplies, now they're only rubbish and damp gunpowder. A fast travel bell. A freebie. I like it. Now, as you can see on the map, I've not discovered the treasures here. I'm at 0 of 2. One's kind of obvious, it's right here. So we got a damaged flask, a metal flask, little dented, fine engraving on the side reads, "May you never be troubled by thirst, Marcel. A keepsake from your brother." And a note, "Curse these pirates. They've landed and are now combing the entire island. We have barricaded ourselves inside a fortified ruin with sentries posted at the other two. A few days ago, Louis disobeyed orders and led some of the lads off. Of course, they walked straight into an ambush. We had to pull them out, but only 2 made it back. If the musket hadn't misfired, Louis would still be alive. With the pirates closing in, we have to abandon the loot and withdraw. Most of the valuable items will go into the cache." And this now has opened up a new quest. And there's also something here that I need to find. Because it's one of 2. Piastre and silver. I like it. I also leveled up. I like that more. Because I'm a noob, I'm going to do 2 points in vitality and then 2 points in mastery. Mastery adds for crit chance. And 2 points in mastery will give me a little bit of crit. So I have like just about a 1% chance to crit now. It's not much, but you know, whatever. For talents, let's do 2 points in each. Retribution and you'll answer for this for more temporal health gain. And this point of interest is now done, and I can continue to look for traces of the other Buccaneers. Alright, we got more of the, like, nasty bulls. The nasty boars, rather. I'm trying to use the take aim bonus as well as I can. Alright. A Buccaneer's chest. And it had blueprints for food preparations. That's a new type, so I can increase my comfort. That's cool. Oh, that looks not fun. I get perfect parried right at the end there. He was like, I got you! And I was like, no you don't. Alright, there's more sow over there. I guess I need leather. I know it seems like I have a lot of leather, but like if I was upgrading all 5 pieces of my armor, it would disappear in a heartbeat. Trust from my experience that despite what appears to be a genocide on all boar, it is a justified one. Alright, so I've only found 1 of 3 clues or things to interact with on this. If you're wondering, the islands are procedurally generated, but like the points of interest are not. They're bound to quests. Some of them are. Some of them are like just like little encampments and whatever. But a lot of them are not. Someone has written a warning on the canvas in pig's blood. Whoever hangs filthy underwear by the fire will be eating dirt for dinner. Okay. Well, cool. I don't see any underwear over here, so I guess they heeded the warning. Rusted hide dressing tools scattered across the table. Belongings are piled up and abandoned, as if the camp was left in a hurry. And a buck chest with a 2-hander. I'll demonstrate that. Some claymore action. Another chest with a broken musket and Marcel's diary. So the broken musket, a heavy musket of excellent quality, likely made to order. It is broken, yet still bears the marks of safekeeping. The initials MB, Marcel Boucher or whatever, engraved on the metal inlay. And the expedition began well enough. We established ourselves on the island and took over 3 ruins. We'll sleep in the first, turn the second into a storehouse, and fortify the third in case of trouble. For reasons beyond me, my idiots even hauled a gate all the way out to the 2nd floor. Louis spotted 3 ships belonging to the Blackbeard pirates. I ordered my men to stay away from the shoreline and hunt deeper in the jungle. Louis flew into a rage. He wants to lure the pirates into a trap and gun them down. A fool. There are many of them as rats in a cellar, and we're short on powder. I promised I'd skin him myself and stretch his hide over the boar if he keeps stirring up the others. Yeah, well, I think we know what happened to him. So that's everything for this POI, and there's one more up ahead. How's my... Okay, I still have inventory space, that's good. Now, I haven't done the challenge to kill azure birds. I've kind of been neglecting that, mostly because they're like easy enemies and I overlook it. But if I find some azure dodos, I'll work on that, because I wouldn't mind the extra comfort. Because when you spend a decent amount of time on other islands, your comfort value goes down. So I'm down to like 8 minutes left of comfort. I'm gonna suck with this claymore. So here's the heavy swing, it's a thrust, and then the light swing is like a slash. And this is the last temple that Marcel took over. Alright, so I suck with this thing. Put it away. It's also a green weapon, so it can't be ascended. Blue are the only ones that can. So I don't want to interact with anything until the threat is cleared. Can't charge me around the corner, can you? Yeah, you can't figure this out, can you? Really? You're that dumb? Okay. Be dumb. I won't stop you. Get ramrodded, bruh. Alright, so here's a broken gate. This gate was ripped out along with its leaves. Someone put a lot of effort in breaking it down. That does not bode well for the Buccaneer party, does it? An old skeleton. Human bones lie scattered on the ground, all that remains of the hanged. Yep. I can't even cut them down. How sad is that? Two bullet holes gape in the skull. Yeah, I think they might have pissed off the wrong people. I think that's a bit evident. Iron bullets. So that's the first time I've seen iron. It's got good ballistics. So I'll switch to it just to show you the difference if I find a reasonable target. But it's like more accurate. As you can see, the reticle's much smaller versus like stone, where it's wider. And then it has damage bonuses rather than damage penalties. So the stone bullets have a minus 20%. The iron has a plus 10. And then the copper is mediocre. There's like nothing to shoot at, but I'll eventually find something to shoot at. We'll get there. Alright, up top, an old skeleton with an elixir of precision, range damage increased by 13%, healing potions, and a club. So it's a crude weapon. So this is a... the two-hander is an agility weapon, and this is a crude weapon. I think it's the first... No, the halberd would have been crude too, right? Alright, what am I missing here? I'm surprised there wasn't an interaction for that skeleton. So all the other ones I was like, ooh, who's this? Can we jump off the roof of the stone building? So there's there is fall damage, but it's not that bad. It's pretty forgiving compared to a lot of similar games, just to put it in perspective. So you know, if you really want me to try to demonstrate fall damage, sure. Although, where is my... Okay, my closest fast travel point's not that far away. Oops, behind the thick vines. Yeah, that's where it is. I can't even fall correctly. You haven't noticed fall damage? I think it took fall damage like once, but it might have been like clipping errors or something. Because yeah, that did nothing. I was fine. Got knees of steel. God, I've done this one before. I just forget where it is. Yo, MB, where's your stuff? Oh, here you are. Come on. I want to touch your bones. Okay, I'll go the proper way. And a last letter and a torn hat. So, brim of the... It's torn in several pieces. The name Marcel is on it in the embroidery. And here's the last letter. Pirates finally caught up with us. They must have taken me for dead, though. I'll be soon be for certain. Wow, I can't even speak. Blood is pouring out of my belly without end. I'm sure the others on the island remains are dead as well. If anyone finds these notes, tell Henry that. The rest is smeared in blood. So, it did not end well for them. But, I'm ready to, hand it in other words. So tell the head of the Buccaneers about the death of his people. So if we zoom all the way out, we've got the head of the Buccaneers, and actually it's pretty close. So we know the head of the smugglers are here, the head of the Buccaneers are there. That's great information to have, being able to locate both bases. So now that we have that information, this island is complete. This island has one more undiscovered place. So what I want to do is I want to finish this island cluster and then move on. But I'll probably put my stuff away first. Because I'm pretty full.
Helm's yours, Cotton.
So filling up my rested bonus. Dumping all my extra junk. My bags are pretty full. The two-handed sword and the... I know I didn't demonstrate the club, but it's getting broken. Alright. Forehead. Let's put that away. Got some bananas to harvest, but I'm just going to leave them. I don't have use for them at the moment. Elixir of Precision. I could be drinking this if I get in a fight warranting it, I suppose. Alright. Inventory is nice and sort of emptied out. So, let's go ahead and explore that last undiscovered place on the island. I'm going to drop a question mark on it so I can spot it. Is this water deep enough for my ship? Probably. I'll just sail over there because it's probably faster.
The ship's under your eyes, Captain. Listen here.
Plus, we get a shanty on the way. For like all 15 seconds it will take me to get there.
What will we do with the drunken sailor? What will we do with the drunken sailor? What will we do with the drunken sailor? Early in the morning, way up she rises, way up she rises, way up she rises, early in the morning. Put him in the scuppers with a hose pipe on him. Put him in the scuppers with a hose pipe on him. Put him in the scuppers with a hose pipe on him. Early in the morning. Let her rest now.
Alright, we're here. This looks like mining, I'm guessing, because it's a mountain. No, it wasn't mining. I was wrong. It's a cave, but it's a jungle cave. Alright, let's do it. I might want new meals, just because I don't want mine to wear off while I'm in there. Where's the entrance, bruh? Okay, I've gone around this whole thing just about once. There we go. Before I go in, well, all right, I'll show you how well the lamp works, and I'm gonna also take the elixir of precision, mostly because like a little bit of bonus damage for range is like super inconsequential in the larger scheme of things, because guns aren't all that usable mid-combat. So this is like a smuggler cave, and we have a smuggler chest with officer notes and piastre, and the notes reads, "Those deadbeats have grown completely lazy. Once we raise anchor, I'll have them keep the night watch for a month. They claim they're scared, say there's rustling behind the wall that won't let them sleep." Great, we have a haunted cave. I love it. Moon's haunted. Or cave's haunted. All right, another one. Bandages and homemade gunpowder. Mm-hmm. That's the out. Time to be Ghostbuster. Iron bullet time. Get rid of the bloater because he's nasty. Oh, a boss armored round. Cool. Oh, oh, okay. You're more accurate than I am. And you're dead without eyeballs. I don't know what that says about me, but it's insulting. All right, this is my last bullet. Let's use it once I land 9 stacks. And maybe not, like, face tank. All right, I'm at stack 9. Boom. So this is the rest of the cave. There's really nothing here other than that skeleton. An old skeleton with a stone pickaxe, great healing, elixir of cruelty, and homeward journey. All right, we finished this island chain. Cool. I am going to actually take one of these. The lore of this is you get super, super drunk and then somehow you wander home. Seems reasonable. So we're back! Alright, stone pickaxe, I guess I'll just break down. We have cruelty potions, which are going to be nice if I'm in a boss fight or something more dangerous. Oh, Ficus came in. The other thing I wanted to do is, this island chain is now done, so what am I going to do next? If you want me to continue exploring islands, there's plenty of other islands to explore. I don't even have all the stuff here explored yet. But this cluster is done. There is tons of other islands. I mean, you know, you name it, it's everywhere. If you want me to do the underground network, whatever, you know, it's up to you. So while you vote on this, I'm going to take a moment to... Oh, did I drink? Oh, that was precision. I'm going to take a moment to decide on how we're going to handle the first rep we get. Because I think that's a reasonable thing to do now. But I want to write out exactly what there is to be gained so that you're making an informed decision. And I'll replace this poll with the next one. So let's go back to Tortuga.
Sailing here on sea. Strong hands, strong
So,
hands.
Brethren of the Coast would give us the ability to, at level 2, get the brig, salt, steel nails. We can already buy the shipwright tools. So, Brethren of the Coast is basically a bigger ship.
This doesn't belong in a museum.
These smugglers would be metal armor blueprints, smithing flux to be able to upgrade weapons even higher. Smithing flux, for reference, really only play. So the specialty buy stuff like the flux, the smithing tools, all that stuff. That's mostly for when you're raising your weapons up beyond level 5. So that's not immediately relevant. What's relevant here is, so the smugglers would give us the ability to buy the naval tactics at level 3 and the different armor at level 2. So it's mostly armor and the pikeman and conquistador plans. So the conquistador plans is 2 pieces is damage resistance, 4 pieces is bulwark, so you don't get, it's like flinch proof. And the pikeman is base health and 2-handed weapon damage. And they're made of armor, so they're metal based. So smugglers is ship armor essentially, because I'm not interested in those pieces. The Buccaneers gives us the flybusters, 2 of the pieces of plans, plus the merchant contract to be able to buy meat and feathers and eggs at level 2. So that's animal contract and jacket, plus the 12-pounder cannons. It does not, however, give us access to the 24-pounder cannons. So one of the reasons why I didn't immediately do the Blackbeard catch is I need a lot of rep for the Buccaneers to even unlock 24-pounder cannons that are like specialized. You'll get the basic 24-pounder cannons no matter what, but you won't get the nicer 24-pounder cannons until your rep is way higher with the Buccaneers. So there's not really a reason to rush that, in my opinion. And then
Still working.
Then we have the people of Tortuga, which is the food contract and the natural resource contract, and then the privateer set. So 2 contracts in a set. The marksman and the privateer, but the privateer is where I'm more interested. And you guys want me to upgrade my armor, so who to gain rep with? So we have people of Tortuga for food and nat resource contract and privateer plans. And I'm writing it all up for you, so you don't have to remember.
Too hard, friend.
Strong hands need strong gear.
Buccaneers for animal products and flybusters plans. Brethren for brig. Mostly just brig. Functionally. Which of the 3 cannons I prefer? Perfectly ordered, I think, probably. For refire rate.
These came from deep places.
And then smugglers for ship armor. Really just ship armor because I don't really like these sets. And eventually naval tactics. I guess at level 3. It's not likely I'm going to get level 3 quickly. But naval tactics is really, really powerful once you get it. So who to game rep with? That pulls up. And I have not a lot of insignia, but enough insignia to like start to move the needle a little bit. So you guys can choose. And you guys wanted me to upgrade my my gear. So one of the ways to upgrade the gear, if I wanted to go flybuster, I'm just going to call flybuster. If I wanted to go flybuster, I could start upgrading it now. But what's reasonable to do probably is to get the full set by like exploring and finding pieces in ruins and the like, and that will also help level me up at the same time, which is like 2 birds, 1 stone. And you guys want me to trade in with people Tortuga.
Let's keep things running.
All right. I'm just gonna jump the gun now. So we are 80% of the way to people of Tortuga. And all we really need to do is to sink some more enemy ships to bring that all the way up to level 2. So the current priority right now is find blueprints for more weapon sets. Is my priority, because you guys wanted me to get better gear. And I don't have a lot of coin. I could keep, well... Alright, here's the deal. What I could do in this instance is...
Old stock, still sharp.
Yeah, let's buy the privateer set. So actually, I'm going to change my mind. The current priority is build rep to tier 2 with Tortuga and buy privateer set. Because they have 2 of the pieces of the set here. And I have the privateer boots back at my my home, and I'll just decide to go the privateer set. I'm just making that decision. So in order to build rep, all we really need to do is to sink pirate ships. Oop, wrong fast travel. All we really need to do is sink pirate ships and take their insignia and turn them in. So that's kind of what we're going to be doing. So here's the privateer boots. Oops, that's not how to take them. And now that we know we're going to go privateer set, and probably for like the 4 piece, the 5th piece I don't really know, whatever, it doesn't matter. But at least 4 of the pieces, I'm going to break down the old other boots for its material. And then I'll start upgrading these boots. And I don't want to commit to the cutlass. Oh, that's not what I'm doing. I don't want to commit to the cutlass, so I'm not going to do it there. So to upgrade these boots, let's get some more rough or coarse fabric. And I can bring these bad boys up to level 5. And at level 6, it requires linen fabric, which is made from flax, which does not exist in the coastal islands. And then sewing tools, which I would buy from the people of Tortuga, but I can buy that at level 1. It also requires the station to be higher level, which, you know, I don't have access to just yet either. But my boots are now level 5, and eventually the rest of my gear hopefully will catch up. So I've been waiting to commit to, you know, to a specific gear set, because I didn't want to upgrade something and then, like, you know, because you don't get refunded for the full cost of what you upgraded it with. So I didn't want to, like, dump a whole bunch of stuff into boots and then, like, immediately regret it or whatever. Alright. Well, one easy way is, let's just fast travel east over to this island chain. And finish poking around the islands here. And then once we finish this, I'll start sinking ships for the rep. I'm just hoping that I get like another piece of the privateer set. I think it's probably wishful thinking, but I'm going to do it anyway. It's mostly because once I start searching an island, I like to finish it. Because once you finish it, then you can pull up your bell and, like, not look back, which is kind of a nice thing to be able to do. Additionally, this should be an azure dodo nest, and I need azure dodos for the challenge. I still don't have the azure dodo skull, which I would get from, like, a boss dodo. So that's another thing we could do, is look for a boss dodo to get awarded the skull, or the head, the trophy head, so that we can raise comfort in our home. And we should be pretty close. I mean, I'm like 14 of 20 now. Yeah. All right, this is one of the ruins. We're gonna need rope to go down. Pretty easy to make. So we just need a workbench and a little plant fiber, and we'll have a rope. It's really cheap to just, like, make things on the fly. Hey, look, I have rope. That's it. Done. Alright, there's a bunch of drowned below. Oh, and ow, that's gonna suck. Undead! Like, upgraded drowned. So he inflicted bleeding damage to me. Because he's a jerk. But he's a dead jerk, so it's all good. Got my healing herbs. And more healing herbs. And those types of containers, as I said before, those are the types that respawn. Alright, cool. So we have the Tumbaga ingot. These are the ingots found only in ruins. Well, mostly only in ruins, or rewarded from quests or whatever. And they allow you to ascend weapons to upgrade them for extra abilities. And then I also got a pierce damage ring, which is kind of worthless because I don't use pierce. Well, that's not true. My musket's pierce, but my cutlass isn't. Only rapiers are pierce damage for melee. And is there another chest down here? Because if there's not, I don't really need to go down there. I think the last interaction spot might actually be on the surface. If I can't find it up here, I'll go back down, but I think it's up here. I like these old, like, I don't know, kind of, I mean, what are they, like Mayan or Incan or something? They don't really belong in the Caribbean, but whatever. Alright, let's go back down and kill the drowned down below. A friendly, yet required reminder. Spammed in chat. How many bullets? I don't think... I don't even have bullets. Should have grabbed my stone bullets. They're better than nothing. Ew. This place sucks. Imagine how it would smell. A bunch of, like, rotten dead that have been just, like, rotting there. Oh, there we go. Rotting there for, like, an eternity. Wow, this is a windfall. So, a whole bunch of, smuggler stuff. High quality, rare smuggler stuff in there. It's pretty nice. And I missed the jump. Thank you for tuning in to Windrose, which originally streamed live on Twitch as a marathon. If you have any questions for me, let me know in the comments below. I am not, however, looking for feedback. If you'd like to catch a live stream of mine, Rhadamant.com has my stream schedule and countdown timers to upcoming streams. If you'd like to join my online gaming community on Discord, Rhadamant.com has a link to it, as does the description of this video. Thank you so very much for watching. Special thank you to my Twitch subscribers, Patreon patrons, viewers like you that support the channel and made it all the way to the credits, and everyone who showed up to the marathon live and supported this subathon. I hope to catch you next episode or an upcoming stream. Farewell, my fellow privateers.